I would wear this to the gym and be all sweaty, but I can still smell this on me. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bella and this is Bella's Perfume Diaries. If this is your first time of stumbling on this channel, Perfume Diaries is a series where we talk about perfumes, a sprinkle of beauty and lifestyle. So if this is the kind of content you would like to watch, please subscribe and join the family. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you for always engaging on my videos and trusting my recommendations. So on this episode, I'm going to be talking about Zara. I did a Zara haul last year. This time around, Zara took me off my feet. Like, I was not expecting this. They came back stronger. And the fragrances that they released this time around, they last long. I never ever thought I'd put these two sentences together, Zara and Beast Mode. But trust me, these fragrances I'm about to mention, they are Beast Mode, and yes, they are from Zara. So without wasting much time, let's jump right into the video. Before I talk about the fragrances, I am not happy. I woke up this morning hoping I was going to do my Zara haul, and I discovered that one of my Zara fragrances were missing. Guys, I was robbed in my own house. I have no idea who took it. I have no idea when they took it, because I know I sprayed that fragrance recently, so I don't know when exactly the fragrance got missing, and it's so heartbreaking. Like, my chest is heavy. You know when your perfume just gets stolen and you have no idea? Like, I have a lot of suspicions from probably the workers that usually come to my house to work. I wish I had a camera in my house that could play back to know who took my perfume. The one that person took is among my favorites, and I'm just so heartbroken. I'm still going to talk about the fragrance, but I mean, it's just unfortunate that I don't have it in my collection anymore. So I'm going to talk about 7 Zara fragrances. So we're going to start with Majestic Opulence from Zara. So apparently this is what their new bottles look like. I mean, if you know Zara fragrances, you know how their old bottles looked like. I think they've changed their bottles now. I'll put a picture so you know what I'm talking about. So this is Majestic Opulence by the house of Zara. This fragrance is described as an amber fragrance for women. The main accords of this fragrance are iris, fruity, sweet, white floral, powdery, violet, citrus, and earthy. I would describe this fragrance as a powdery floral fragrance. I definitely get that iris in the fragrance. You know, iris makes fragrances powdery, so you definitely smell iris in the fragrance. So this fragrance is actually said to smell like La Vie Belle Intense Mint, not the regular La Vie Belle. This is La Vie Belle Intense Mint dupe. You know, most of Zara fragrances are actually dupes for high-end designer fragrances. This fragrance is actually very creamy, very powdery, very floral as well, and the longevity is mind-blowing, honestly. So that's Majestic Opulence by the house of Zara. Next one I'm going to be talking about is Amber Fusion by the house of Zara. So it's described as an amber fragrance for men and women. So this is actually a unisex fragrance. A guy can use it and a lady can use it as well. The main accords are musky, amber, powdery, animalic, and citrus. I mean, obviously it's called Amber Fusion for a reason. Top note is bergamot, middle note is amber, base note is musk. I love how simple the notes are. Like, it's just a very beautiful and I think I smell some floral notes in this fragrance, some sweetness in this fragrance. So it starts off with that bergamot, and then in the middle you now get the amber. I don't know if it's the amber that is making it have that sweetness or floral notes in it, and then you get musk. There's a lot of musk in this fragrance, and it just makes it so beautiful. Like, this is such a beautiful unisex fragrance. I absolutely love it. It kind of gives me the vibes of Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. It's so pretty. Like, absolutely love this one, and the longevity is just mind-blowing. Just like I said, from chapter 2 upwards, Zara upgraded their longevity and projection game, and it's just mind-blowing. So this is an absolute love. This is Amber Fusion by the house of Zara. Next one I'll be talking about is Zara Vibrant Leather for Her. This is such a beautiful fragrance. It is said to smell like Creed Aventus for Her. I'm not certain, but it just gives me that vibe. I usually use this when I'm going to the gym, or if I'm going on a morning walk or something. Whenever I have this on, it just gives me that freshness, that brightness. So it starts off very bright and vibrant, just like you said, vibrant leather. This fragrance is described as a chypre floral fragrance for women. The main accords of this fragrance are fruity, patchouli, soft spicy, woody, fresh, warm spicy, sour, sweet, earthy, and leathery. I'll totally agree that it's a fresh fragrance, but then it has this vibrant citrus notes, and then it has this floral notes, and then it has this leather. Just a very beautiful fragrance. Trust me, you're absolutely going to love this. A guy can pull this off. It projects like crazy. The longevity is mind-blowing. I would wear this to the gym and be all sweaty, but I can still smell this on me. I don't spray so much, just like you see, I don't spray so much. I just spray like 2 sprays, and 2 sprays will carry me, because if you overspray this, you are going to choke. So that's a vibrant leather for her by the House of Zara. Let me talk about the other 2 I don't have in my collection before I talk about my 2 favorites from this house. The first one that I don't have in my collection is Red Temptation by Zara. I did not get this because they said it's a dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540. I have a lot of dupes for Baccarat Rouge 540, so I didn't really see the need to get Red Temptation by Zara. So if you don't have Baccarat Rouge 540 in your collection and you're looking for a perfect dupe, get Red Temptation by Zara. The main accords are amber, mossy, earthy, citrus, woody, animalic. So the top note is orange, the middle note is amber, and the base note is moss. I feel that this is like a more lighter version, a more fruity floral version of Baccarat Rouge 540. But if you don't have that perfume nose, you will not be able to tell the difference. If you're trying to smell like Baccarat Rouge 540 on a budget, you can get Red Temptation by Zara. And then the second one that was in my collection that was stolen was Sublime Epoch by the House of Zara. So this fragrance is said to smell like My Way by Giorgio Armani. Zara released this fragrance at the right time, because that was like a few months after My Way was released, and they released this dupe and everybody said it smelled like My Way. So people felt like, since this is a cheaper option, why don't I try this with Zara, and then if I love it, I can now get the actual My Way by Giorgio Armani. And I think that was like the second Zara fragrance that I got, because I really wanted to try My Way and decided to get the Sublime Epoch by Zara, and I absolutely loved it. The person that stole that perfume. So it's described as a floral fragrance for women. The main accords are white floral, tuberose, musky, animalic, citrus, powdery. I'm not really a big fan of tuberose fragrances, but I absolutely love this because it smells like a fresh, fruity, floral fragrance. It's not like other tuberose fragrances that are very heady. This is just a very fresh, airy, floral, fruity fragrance. It is so beautiful. The last time I actually took it out to test was when I got My Way Intense, and then I tested both out, and I love the OG, I love the Intense version. It's just such a beautiful fragrance. If you haven't tried My Way, get Sublime Epoch and you are absolutely going to love it, especially if you love fresh, fruity fragrances. So that's Sublime Epoch by the House of Zara. The next one I'm going to be talking about is Rose Gourmand by the House of Zara. This was my first love. I remember when I got it at first, I absolutely loved it. This was like my go-to date night scent. I used it a lot and I got a lot of compliments on it. It's described as an amber floral fragrance for women. Main accords are rose, vanilla, amber, powdery, and floral. The top note is rose, middle note amber, base note vanilla. I love how simple the notes of this fragrance is, but it's so beautiful. It is a rose gourmand scent, like the name just says it. This is actually said to be a dupe for Roses Vanille by Mancera or Intense Cafe by Montal. You know, those two fragrances smell alike, and because of this fragrance, I decided not to get Rosie's Vanille. I decided not to get Intense Cafe, because I just had this and I felt like this was enough for me. It's so amazing. If you haven't tried any of those fragrances, you can get Rosie's Gourmand by the house of Zara. Drum rolls for my current love. My current love is Golden Decade by the house of Zara. This is such a beautiful fragrance. This fragrance is described as an amber fragrance for women. The main accords of this fragrance are vanilla, white floral, citrus, powdery, floral, fresh spicy, and sweet. I would describe this fragrance as a vanilla lavender floral fragrance. This is actually a dupe for YSL Libre. People are saying it's a dupe for the OG YSL Libre. People are saying it's a dupe for the Intense version, and to me, I would say this is like in between YSL Libre EDP and YSL Libre Intense. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful, and because of this, I had to go and repurchase YSL Libre EDP. I don't know if you watched the video where I did a comparison between the two, that I said I didn't like the YSL Libre EDP because it had this citrus burst in the top that just turned me off, and I decided to declutter it, but I had to go and get it. If you are looking for anyone to buy from the ones I've mentioned, get this one, because this is just so amazing. This is so beautiful. It's just like the perfect pretty girl fragrance. So that's Golden Decade by the house of Zara. There are actually more in this chapter 2 and 3 that I combined, but these are the ones I have in my collection, and I still have other Zara collections, just like a few of them. I'm still going to be doing like Zara hauls from time to time, because I feel like Zara is just a house that I love the fact that, you know, they keep getting better and better and better, and they have really amazing fragrances. I love the fact that they make dupes of, you know, high-end fragrances, designer fragrances. So if you are not able to get the actual fragrance, you can get Zara, which is a dupe for these fragrances, at a more affordable price. So this I would highly recommend, because they've upgraded their longevity game. So if you were always scared that Zara fragrances didn't last, try the recent releases and you will be shook. You'll be starstruck how amazing these fragrances are. Have you tried any fragrance in the recent Zara releases? Let me know in the comments which one exactly you tried and which one you are completely obsessed about. I also want to get recommendations from you guys. Don't forget to like this video, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't. Drop a comment as well. Thank you guys for tuning to Bella's Perfume Diaries. I'm going to be seeing you on my next episode. Bye.